Tonight on UATV, a water source shows the effects of fall. Why locals have a bad taste in their mouth.
A hands-on class gives Razorbacks another reason to love the Hogs. How these precious piglets are paving the way for students' futures.
Paying attention in class will now save you money. A new app that puts discounts in your pocket. UATV starts right now.
Good evening and welcome to this Wednesday night edition of UATV. I'm Samantha Marks.
And I'm Callie Barkwell. Thank you for joining us. If you've noticed a funky taste or odor in the water lately, you're probably not the only one. UATV's Lance Lloyd joins us with the details of what's going on here in Northwest Arkansas. Lance, what can you tell us?
That is right, guys. Earlier today, I went to the Beaver Lake Water District to find out why water from some fountains just like this one here on campus have been tasting a little odd.
This is Beaver Lake, where most of Northwest Arkansas gets its water, and lately the ecosystem has been changing, leaving a bad taste in our H2O.
I saw one of my friends the other day. He got a drink out of the faucet and immediately dumped out his cup because it was disgusting. Luckily, there's a Powerade machine right around the corner, so we just grabbed one of those.
In the summertime, warmer water creates an oasis for the growth of algae in our watershed, and when those cooler temperatures begin to arrive, that algae dies off, leaving smelly chemicals and an unpleasant taste in our drinking water.
It's really just an aesthetic problem with the issue that we have. And that's not true for all taste and odor, but for this particular one, it's aesthetic. It's just a different flavor. It actually kind of smells and tastes like kind of earthy.
While some people might be turned off by the tap, officials who treat the water say there's no reason to worry.
It's perfectly safe to drink. I would just wait it out generally. You know that by the time middle of October, it's going to probably disappear.
But for now, you might have to toughen up those taste buds.
And one good tip to remember if you're trying to neutralize some of that taste is to keep your water cold, add lemon slices or other natural flavors. Reporting live in Fayetteville, Lance Lloyd, UATV News.
Officials at the water treatment facility monitor the level of algae in the lake throughout the year.
Well, the taste of water on campus directs students toward other options like soda, coffee, or tea. But this is not the only time of the year students make an unhealthy choice. In fact, because of the food options on campus, it's typical for students to have an unbalanced diet. They often go to Slim Chickens for fried food or Starbucks for sugary pick-me-ups. A health expert on campus says it's bad for your body to eat too much of the same bad foods.
I think the key to healthy eating, no matter where you are, is to be mindful of what you're eating. Notice what you're putting in your mouth and don't think about food in terms of good food and bad food.
As to choose healthy snacks during the day and that carrying a granola bar or some dried fruit can benefit the way you look and feel.
A campus organization is helping students learn how to make those healthy choices. The Full Circle Food Pantry is holding a free class called Cooking Matters, designed to teach students on how to shop and budget to make healthy meals at home. There will be 6 classes over the course of the next month, and students will be given a free bag of groceries after every class to take home and practice.
And students living on campus may not have a kitchen to make healthy meals, but they don't have to resort to fast food or the dining hall. Chartwell's Dining Services posted a blog this week that tells students they can actually use their microwaves to cook. According to the blog, you can make breakfast, lunch, dinner, and even dessert with the right ingredients in your microwave oven. For example, you can cook a ham omelet, a plate of nachos, and even chocolate cake. To see full recipes, check out UATV's website. Well, I actually do have a full kitchen at home, but I might start using my microwave. It sounds easier.
I know, it sounds way easier. I may just start doing it too. Well, studies that show students receive higher grades with hands-on experience in class. We send it over to UATV's Caroline Cobb with more on the story.
All students at the U of A are Razorbacks. However, Samantha Wilson is in charge of her own litter of hogs.
We clip their tails because they're show pigs, and so they don't want them past a certain length. And then we have also clipped their teeth so they're not extremely razor sharp and they don't hurt the mama. We've also done castration a week or so after that.
The class is called Swine Production. Each student is assigned a group and is in charge of their own sow or mama pig. and their litter of baby piglets.
You know, we learn valuable things that we can actually take to a career later on down the road.
Professor Brian Coots throws full responsibility on his students from the start.
The kids have been in charge from the get-go. From the very first day of class, sows started farrowing.
This type of teaching changes the way students learn for the better.
They get a lot out of the hands-on experience. There's no question about that. And because of that, they do probably make better grades because they have a vested interest in that particular class.
Wilson says this type of teaching is preparing her for her future.
The other classes that I've taken before are mostly in-class learning. This is more actually learning about it, hearing about it, and then going to do it like what a vet would do. And I don't feel like that's a program, something that a lot of people get the opportunity to do. So it's really cool to actually get out there and do it.
The course is typically for animal science majors, however, anyone can take the class.
Local parents who rely on Arkansas Children's Hospital may not have to travel so far to get treatment for their kids. With several donations, the Arkansas Children's Northwest Hospital is on its way to being finished. We send it over to Kristen Ballou, who is live with more. Kristen?
As you can see behind me, the construction and even the structure is going up for the new Arkansas Children's Hospital here in Northwest Arkansas. With the construction of this new facility, parents will no longer have to drive all the way to Little Rock just to get their kids treated. One mom says she will be saving time, money, and gas by having this new hospital in our area. But she knows this would not be happening without the generosity of others.
Probably the quicker it will be built.
Now, the most recent donation was made by John L. Hunt, who gave $1 million to ACH yesterday. But if you take a look at your screen, you can see the top 3 donors who have given to Arkansas Children's. They are Tyson, Walmart, and JB Hunt. Live in Springdale, I'm Kristen Ballou. Back to you guys at the desk.
Arkansas Children's Northwest is scheduled to be finished January of 2018.
The University of Arkansas is conducting an ageism study. The Human Performance Lab is looking for participants ages 18 to 59 for a research study examining perspectives on aging across decades. Participants will answer a series of questions and perform some fitness assessments with and without wearing an aging suit for the study.
And after a long process, a new breed of grapes are being grown to resist Arkansas winter. U of A professor John Clark says the process was started in 1964. What took so long was finding the perfect balance of acidity to help withstand our winters. Well, it's starting to feel like fall in Fayetteville. What can football fans expect for game day in Little Rock?
UATV's Lauren Dedman is live with the latest weather. Lauren?
Yes, guys, today's weather was perfect. The current conditions for today are 70 degrees, with it being sunny. It is the perfect weather if you plan on going out to eat this afternoon. You might want to sit on the patio. So the game day is quickly approaching for Little Rock. Let's take a look at this weekend's forecast. Friday, we're going to have a high of 80 with a low of 60. And Saturday, the big game day, we have a high of 83 with a low of 59. So if you are out a little late, I would bring a jacket. And then Sunday, a high of 85. So hopefully with the good weather in Little Rock, we'll bring the Razorbacks a win. That's all we have for weather. Thank you.
Obama overturned a bill for the first time in his 8 years of office.
Affirmative. The bill on reconsideration is passed. The objections of the President of the United States to the contrary notwithstanding.
What's causing debate on Capitol Hill?
And later, a shooting at an elementary school. A body found miles away linked to the teenage suspect.
President Obama faced his first congressional rebuke today. The Senate overturned the president's veto of a bill to give victims and families of the 9/11 terrorist attack the legal right to sue Saudi Arabia for any role in the plot. President Obama vetoed the bill, citing Saudi Arabia as a key ally. The bill now moves to the House, where it is expected to pass. The U.S. and Iraq have agreed on a plan to send additional American troops overseas. Approximately 600 more troops will be sent to Iraq in the coming days to help Iraq forces retake Mosul from ISIS. Officials say this is expected to be the final addition of U.S. military troops in Iraq. A statesman who shared a Nobel Prize for forging a peace deal between Israelis and Palestinians has died. Shimon Peres suffered a stroke 2 weeks ago. After making progress, his health began to deteriorate after Tuesday. President Bill Clinton says, quote, "I am very grateful to him for a lifetime of thinking big thoughts and dreaming big dreams and figuring out practical ways to achieve them." Perez was 93 years old. FBI Director James Comey appeared on Capitol Hill today. Comey says he is not going to reopen the investigation into Hillary Clinton's emails. During hours of questioning, Comey said, quote, "You can call us wrong, you can call me a fool, you cannot call us weasels." On another topic, Comey said the FBI will have a database that tracks instances of police use of deadly force within the next 2 years. A shooting at South Carolina Elementary School lands a teacher and 2 students in the hospital. Officials say the shooting happened shortly after 1 o'clock at Townville Elementary School. The 2 students were shot and airlifted to a hospital, and the female teacher was taken by ambulance. Officials say the students' injuries do not appear to be life-threatening.
I just pray for their families, I pray for those kids. I thank God it wasn't mine, but I feel so bad for them.
A body found less than 3 miles from the school has been confirmed as the teen's father. Officials at the county coroner say the teen shot his father before opening fire at the school. Police are continuing to investigate. A search for tourists is underway after a volcano erupted near a popular hiking area in Indonesia. Authorities were in the process of evacuating more than 1,100 tourists when Mount Bayrujari erupted a second time. It shot ash more than a mile into the air. A spokesman said some tourists had refused to leave because they wanted to take photos of the eruption. Nissan has taken the idea of self-driving transportation to a new level. Check this out. The automaker has unveiled its new self-driving chair. The Pro Pilot chair could end the need to stand in line. A fleet of self-driving seats equipped with sensors allow each chair to detect and follow the one in front of it. Nissan says any decision to roll them out further would depend on the public's response. That's what's going on around the world. I'm Ambrosia Johnson.
A new app that encourages students to stay off their phones. How paying attention in class puts discounts in your pocket.
And more fall weather heading our way. We'll have another look at your forecast after the break. Well, this week has included a break from the summer temperatures, but will they continue?
I sure hope not. I hope fall is right around the corner. Lauren, is it?
For the most part, I'm not thinking so. We have a lot of high temperatures, especially in the south, and you can see on the map that we are in the current temperature in Arkansas, 90 degrees, and we can just see all over the United States that it's just pretty hot, except if you live in New York. So let's look at the next map, and you can see right here with the current heat index, it's just so hot in the south. And unfortunately, we are in that south, so it's just going to take us a little bit until we get exactly in that fall weather. On the next map, we have our current winds, and we can see that it's just a little windy. And if you guys have been outside today, it was just a little wind. You could get a breeze while you're driving in your car. So it's just not that windy, but just a little bit. And on to the next map to show our dew points. In Arkansas, 53. Up in north, we have 43, so for the most part, we are average. And for our next map, it shows our average highs, and so I feel like we fall in right where we need to be. We have Arkansas in the 70s, and that's where the current temperature was today, so we are falling through the average. And for our average low temperatures, we have not made it to the 50s. Some nights it's a little chilly, but I'm just waiting for it to get a little bit more colder. I'm ready for the winter for sure. So this is all I have for you guys for right now, and I'll be back with a 5-day forecast for you.
The university is hosting Academic Integrity Week, a time devoted to promote integrity as the foundation of academics at the U of A. The week is full of events designed to help students understand the importance of it in and out of the classroom. One professor says she hopes students will learn the scope of integrity as a student.
It's very important for me as a professor, no? That's something that I'm looking the whole time in my classes with my students. Not only the content, everything counts for integrity. The academic, the behavior.
Events this week focus on not only integrity as a student, but integrity as a Razorback. The promotion kicked off on Monday as ASG recruited signatures for their Old Main Oath initiative.
Well, paying attention in class without the distraction of a smartphone may now be more appealing than ever. UATV's lovely Samantha Marks has the story.
Want to be rewarded to go to class? Or want to be paid to go to class?
There is now an app available on over 200 college campuses that allows students to earn points for not being on their phones in class. Pocket Points recognizes when a student is in a classroom on campus and gives you points for minutes that the app is on and your phone is locked. These points can be redeemed at many Fayetteville businesses, including Glow Tanning, Trailside Yoga, Hog House Brewery on Dixon, Dickey's Barbecue, and many more. U of A junior Summer Rochelle heard about the app from a friend in class after noticing her using it.
Tried it out and kind of got hooked on it.
Rochelle says she has been paying more attention in class since she downloaded Pocket Points.
I'm not distracting myself and being a distraction to other people around me. And I know in the past I've done that.
U of A junior Piper Gullickson is about to be hired as a campus rep for Pocket Points. As a campus rep, she will be working on which businesses in the area to promote on the app.
Just communicating with employees and customers and just seeing where we can line up on what to get on the app.
U of A senior Haley Ray says using Pocket Points does more than help you pay attention.
It's also being more respectful to your teacher, not looking at your phone.
Ray said she's noticed a big difference in just the couple of weeks she has used the app.
But I think that Pocket Points has helped me just focus on what the teacher is saying, take better notes, be more engaged with the people around me.
The more students on the app at the same time, the quicker you will rack up your points. Points are also doubled on Tuesdays for 2 times Tuesdays, and they can also be redeemed at a number of online shops.
I'm building up my points, and I'm probably going to get something sometime this week.
Students can also request for other online shops and businesses to be on the app. Well, we all know Brooks Ellis can get it done on the field, but next we learn how he was starring off the field as well.
But first, here's our trivia question. What is the highest single game attendance record in Razorback Stadium? We'll tell you after the break.
I am back with the weather for the 5-day forecast for Fayetteville. So we can see tonight it's going to be 44 degrees, clear, and then for the rest of the week it's going to be sunny. So I hope that all these sunny days bring you happiness. That's all I have for weather.
Well, a proposal gone wrong at Yankee Stadium was caught on live television last night.
The man was on one knee when he dropped the engagement ring. The massive screen in center field showed everyone around him looking for it. Several minutes later, the crowd erupted in cheers. The ring was finally found. And from the looks of it, she said yes. Oh, that's terrifying. I wouldn't know what to do in that situation. Well, that will do it for tonight's edition of UATV News. I'm Callie Barkwell.
And I'm Samantha Marks. We'll see you same time, same place tomorrow night.